YouTube, what is up? Pocket Profit coming back with another video. Today, guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 items that I sold on eBay. Now, if you guys want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when I put a video out just like this one. Or when I go live, then you guys can ask me questions right then and there. But make sure you guys hit that like button before we move on. But since you guys did that, let's go ahead and move on. And let's see the first item that I sold. The first item that I sold was a pair of Nike high tops. Okay, now there's so many different variations. Mine is specific, so I can't really show you my exact one so you guys will see my account and everything, because I don't see any more in the last while that look just like mine. But let's go ahead and look at these other Nike high tops. Now these were a women's pair of high tops, and they were size 9 and pretty cool looking. And I mean, they're Nikes, guys. Most Nikes look pretty good, but I bought my high tops. They looked let's see if I can find one that's kind of, I mean, they're all pretty same, but like, here's a good example. It was like this, but a couple different color schemes, but it's the only one on the completed listing, so I can't show you the exact one. You guys will be sending me some weird messages on eBay. I just know it. I just know you will. But anyway, it looked kind of like this one. So pretty cool. Not obviously the same colors and everything, but these ones look in much better shape. But I got mine for $2. It was a weird thrift store, one I hadn't been before. It was kind of like a mom and pop shop, just this little store, and they were sitting there, and there wasn't much to buy in there, and I kind of just was like, well, I want to buy something for the fact that, you know, I don't want the time that I spent there wasted. And I went ahead and bought some high tops, they were girls high tops, and I got them for $2. They look pretty much just like these, just different color scheme. And for mine, you guys, for whatever reason, the color scheme people didn't like, or just really the condition of them, or whatever it may have been, they just didn't sell for a whole lot. It was $20 plus a little bit of shipping. I didn't charge a lot for shipping, just, I don't know, I just didn't, I didn't think the price was going to be crazy high to begin with, so I wanted to make sure it was buyer friendly, where I still made a little bit. But, you know, it wasn't a huge sale. But there are some high tops that do sell really well. I mean, Nike, whatever. So, I mean, like, these ones went for, like, 27 plus shipping. These ones went for 58 with free shipping. So just look for really ornate, very fancy looking ones. Cool color schemes. Mine were not that great, and the condition was okay. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like super good condition either. So just make sure, if you guys are looking at these, make sure they're really good condition, really cool color scheme, different. Like, these are like, they look like that suede almost, or that different feeling velvet or whatever it is. And just the more research you can do, the better. The more ornate, the fancy, that's what people want out of these shoes a lot of the time. You know, color schemes, just make sure you guys are looking at that. But they do sell pretty well for the Nike high tops. Okay, so that was item number 1. Bought it for $2, sold it for $20 with some shipping. So, you know, not bad. I'll take the profit. It wasn't high dollar like some of the other ones here. All right, so item number 2. The second item I sold was, it was a Netgear Wi-Fi range extender. Now, if you guys don't know what these do, I mean, basically what they do is in the title. You have a Wi-Fi router, right? And you want better Wi-Fi farther down the house or somewhere else. You can buy one of these and stick it in a certain spot, and it will extend the Wi-Fi. It'll make it go farther, stronger, whatever. So they're pretty cool, and as Wi-Fi is huge thing nowadays, in homes and apartments, all these different things that people want these things, and they're really normally pretty expensive when they're new, like $60 or something like that. But this one was an older model, but it was $1. I got it for $1 at a Goodwill. I just don't think they had any idea what it was. Most people don't know what it is. It's little. It's probably like this big with the little arms on it. So, you know, I don't know. They just didn't know what it was. They didn't know how to price it, and they priced it at $1. So I got it, and I sold mine just like this one here, if that will come off there. I sold mine for about $20. It was $19.99 actually, just like this person. This is not my listing, but it looked just like this one. There's a bunch of different models, so make sure you guys are really looking at it, and make sure you know what model you have. because like here's the WN3000RP, and then there's the V1H2. So really looking at the back of the model number, the model number, and then the edition and all that stuff. But as you guys can see, these things sell really, really well. This one went for 19. This one was close to 20, about 15 here. These are all auctions though, so that's a little different. Like this one's not the same one. So see, this is a V3, so it's a little bit different. So like I said, it's really important that you guys look on the back and make sure you know which one you have. This one went for 20. This one was like 16. So as you guys can see, they sell really well, and for a decent margin, if you can get it in them cheap enough, buck or two, couple bucks, 3, 4, whatever, you're still gonna make a little bit. And they're very light. Probably, I know I shipped it first class. I don't remember if it was like 10 or so ounces, so pretty light. It's gonna ship for like $3. So if you can get in it for a buck or two, you're gonna be fine, just fine. But there are way more expensive ones, and then there may be one or so cheaper model from this, or first gens, I think. So just really check to make sure you know which one you have with the model number and everything, because it is going to significantly affect the price depending on when it came out compared to the newer version. So just, you guys know all that, but just double check and make sure you guys are really, really searching it. So that was item number 2. Like I said, I bought it for $1, sold mine for about 20. Very quick sales, probably like a couple days. Very, very quick. All right, so item number 3 is a piece of clothing, you guys, which is crazy. I know, it's crazy. I know, I don't sell a lot of clothes, but I got this for $1. So when you see things like this, you just got to pick them up because you know someone's going to buy them. So, bam, I picked up it was pretty much, I'm going to say vintage. I know it was old. I don't exactly remember the exact date of the one I had, but it was $1, and I sold it. It looked kind of like where is it? Like it kind of looked like this one, but not quite. Let's see if I can find one. Ooh, look at the, like, if you can find something like this, like huge logo and like the big logo, big Packers, like people really like this stuff. They collect it, especially vintage stuff. They wear it to the game. They just really, really like it, especially Wisconsin, you guys, Green Bay Packers. It's going to be cold part of the year. I live in Minnesota, so, I know how it goes. And they want nice, warm sweatshirts and stuff. I don't know why this is in here. That's kind of odd. But anyway, here we go. It kind of looked like this one. This is not the listing of mine or whatever, but it looks kind of like this one here. I think it's pretty close. So it was just a sweater. It wasn't an actual sweatshirt. No hood or anything. Just had a really nice big logo on the front. It was old school, old vibe feel to it. I think it was, I don't remember it was like a Lee brand or whatever it was. But people really like this stuff. And you guys, it was $1. If you guys can find any like sweatshirts or big logoed like sweaters, hoodies, anything NFL related, whether it's Packer, you kind of want it to be a good team. That always, when the team's winning, people are spending more on merchandise. The season goes longer for them, so that helps. But like if it's got a good fan base, like Minnesota does, Wisconsin does, Patriots do, like if there's a really big fan base like that, a huge market, like any of this stuff that you guys can find is going to sell really well. And especially if it's vintage and old. So I mean, look at this. Like this one went for 17 plus shipping, 22 free shipping. So if you can get in this stuff for a buck or so, like you're gonna do really, really well. So anything big logo, big name, old, it's gonna sell really well. So yeah, I bought it for $1. I sold it for 20. It wasn't too bad to ship, guys. It was, I think it went flat rate, bubbler, or whatever. So it was like at the time when I sold it, the prices were still pretty good. So it was like 5 something. So not a bad deal at all. So make sure you guys are looking out for anything football related when it comes to clothing, sweatshirts, especially if it's old and vintage. Super cool thing to look out for. All right. Item number 4. The fourth item is some Nerf stuff, you guys. I've talked you guys plenty of times before. Nerf accessories, Nerf things sell really well, whether it's ammo clips, the guns itself, stocks, ammo drums, just a bunch of different things you guys can get with Nerf stuff as accessories. And here's the thing, there's so much of it at thrift stores because they get guns in, Nerf guns, and then they take them apart, or it comes with extra clips and they only can fit one, so they're everywhere. But I sold a lot of 5 of these ammo clips. Okay, now these things are the 18 darts, so 18 darts can fit into these. Now I find these when I find them for like $1 a piece, so I picked up 5 of them for $1 a piece, and I sold mine about just right where these guys are, about 35. So this one's kind of cool. It's like the clear one. Mine were all orange, but here's a clear one with the orange ones, 18 clip, and you guys look at this. Even 3 of them went for 20. Another lot of 5 went for about 35. Another lot went for 30. So people buy these. They use them for. It's kind of like they go and have little tournaments, and you know, it's a huge following. People customize these things. It's kind of like airsoft and all this other stuff. So make sure you guys are looking out for these things, especially when you can get them cheap. You can get them in big Nerf bundles. You can find them at garage sales. You can find them at thrift stores. You know, local shops. They're everywhere. And when you can get them cheap, just make sure you pick them up, lot them up, and sell them like this. And you're gonna, and they're pretty light. So I think mine went first class. I think it was right on the edge. It was like 15 ounces or whatever it was, I think. And didn't ship for a whole lot. So especially when you're in it for, like I said, I bought each one for $1, so I spent $5 and I sold mine for 35. So not a bad return at all. So make sure you guys are looking at Nerf Stuff. I've talked about it and I told you guys, please look at Nerf Stuff, because there is some big money items there and some smaller item stuff and some nice little bill paying stuff in here like these. So very cool. Make sure you guys are looking for them. So that was item number 4. Item number 5 is some technology. And it is a Apple wireless keyboard. It is a Bluetooth keyboard. I've sold this one a couple different times. It's the model A1016. So if you guys want to call me a liar, just go to eBay, look at completeds, type in Apple wireless keyboard model A1016, and you'll see that they are selling for a good price. So very cool. So on the back, all you got to do is open 2 little hinges. You kind of turn them and that'll pop off, and you put batteries in there and then close it, and there's a little switch you go up and down with, and it'll light up green, and then you can test it and go from there. So not a hard item to test, very easy, just takes double A's, and super simple to do, and they command good money still. It's pretty like big and clunky in a way, but I think people like how sturdy it sits. So make sure you guys are checking all that, but I think they like how sturdy it sits, and you know, obviously it's wireless. Everyone wants wireless, and it's just a really good product. I mean, it's Apple, so it's gonna have a following. People are gonna want it. Just make sure you guys are really checking the model numbers, because there's other keyboards that don't do as well. So you have to make sure you're getting in pretty darn cheap. But I got this keyboard for $5. And I sold mine for about 30, so pretty much like this one right here, 30 here. If you're looking here, this one went for $24.99 with $14 shipping, 26 with $12 shipping. Here's 30 with some shipping, 34 with some shipping, and then 14, so about 15 here as well. And another one about 30. So the pricing is around 30 and a little bit higher maybe, but like I said, I wasn't in it a whole lot, and I'm going for the quick sale. I want it gone. I don't want to hold all this stuff, so listed at 30, sold within probably a couple days. Really quick sale, really easy thing to test. You guys should be looking at any Apple products. People still collect these things. They buy, you know, old iPods, Nanos. They buy like crazy different things just because it's Apple. I mean, I've sold like just Apple chargers and stuff from older models that you can't get anymore. So just anytime you see the Apple logo on anything, just take the time to look it up, whether it's a mouse, a keyboard, an iPod, any of that stuff, and you'll be surprised what people are still willing to pay for Apple products, even if they're really old or whatever. But this is a good item. I can see why people are purchasing this. But so yeah, keep a lookout for Apple, Nerf Stuff, Green Bay Packers, sweatshirts if they're cheap, Netgear extenders, and Nike high tops, you guys. So that is all I got for you guys today. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you'll get notified when I put a video out just like this one. Or when I go live, you guys can come and ask me questions right then and there, and I'll respond, and we'll have a good talk, and we'll talk about things. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Pocket Profit out.